The right of self-defense never ceases. It is among the most sacred and alike necessary to nations and to individuals. James Monroe. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Presidential Series. My name is Logan, and today we are talking about James Monroe, the 5th U.S. President. James Monroe was born on April 28, 1758, and died on the 4th of July of 1851. Pretty cool fact is that he was the last founding father to hold office. Moving on to the good and bad things, we're going to start off with the Monroe Doctrine as a good thing. In this landmark foreign policy, as many called it, Monroe declared that the United States would oppose any and all European attempts to colonize and or interfere with the independent nations of the Americas. Not just America itself, but the Indian tribes and other nations that were in the Americas. This shaped American foreign policy for decades. Next up, we have the Missouri Compromise. This agreement addressed the contentious issue of slavery by admitting Missouri as a slave state while prohibiting slavery in territories north of the 36-30 parallel, temporarily diffusing sectional tensions. If you're a big history guy, or girl, or gal, whatever you are, you need to know about the Missouri Compromise, especially if you're looking at the Civil War era, which I believe, that's what I call it. I have different terms for everything. 1620 to 1650, that's my Civil War era. Finally, we're going to talk about the Adams-Onis Treaty. Monroe, his Secretary of State, John Quincy Adams, successfully negotiated with Spain, leading to the acquisition of Florida and the establishment of a clear western border for the United States. Now we're going to move on to the bad things. The first bad thing is the expansion of slavery. By admitting Missouri as a slave state and Maine as a free state, the compromise maintained a balance in Congress. However, it also enshrined the principle that slavery could expand into new territories. Now, I know I had Missouri Compromise as a good thing, and I believe it was. Making that 36-30 parallel a line, a border almost for slave and free states, really good and helped stop slavery from expanding as much as it would have without that. But there's still bad things to good things. There's bad things to every good thing. For example, Ohio State Buckeyes. We won the national championship, yay, but we lost to Michigan. There's good things and bad things to everything. Next up, we have the Panic of 1819. Monroe presided over the nation's first major economic depression, which brought an end to the era of good feelings and exposed vulnerabilities in the growing market economy. Some of the causes of the panic was rapid land speculation, a post-war decline in American exports, and the tightening of credit by the Second Bank of the United States. The panic resulted in a widespread bank failure, bankruptcies, and foreclosures, mainly in the South and in the West of America. Monroe's response to this was heavily criticized for its weak response. It was weak. Many believed that the president, limited by economic understanding of the time, did little to alleviate the suffering at all. And the final thing is going to be the acquisition of Florida. While the acquisition of Florida from Spain was a major accomplishment, it was achieved through aggression and controversial military action led by General Andrew Jackson. That's all we have for today. I know it was a little short of an episode. Sometimes these will be short. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, share as normal. If you want to help keep history alive, donate to this link on the screen. And you guys know the drill. Day or night. Have a good one.